Oh yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to be almost on time, but today it's almost perfect. Nothing can be almost perfect. It can be just perfect, but I'm closer to perfect, to being perfectly on time than I've been ever before. Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you see my presentation? Can you see the slides? Hello, Brizio. Hello, Kasia M. Hello, Roman. Hello, Olena. Very cool. Hi. Hi, Ivona. Hi. Good. Good. It's good to be here. Good to have you here. It's good to have quite a good weather. It's okay. Thank you very much. It's okay. I'm glad. So that means that you can hear me, that you can see me. So, yes, let's begin. This one, a story about, maybe not a story, a small discussion, a small description, I would say, about rainforests. Yes, when it pours every single day. You may be familiar with with an idiom. When it pours, when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. Czyli jak się już wali, to na całego. When it rains, gdy pada, it pours. To już leje. So it pours every day. You can pour some liquid. You can pour, and it can pour from the sky. So living in a rainforest. A rainforest, yeah. What is a rainforest? Where is a rainforest? Who and what lives in the rainforest? That's a very exciting, at least to me, and I hope at least to some of you, at least. Okay, my question. Hello again, Magdalena. Hello. My question to you, so that we start. Have you ever been to rainforest? Have you ever been? Jomarek. Hello. Have you ever been? Cóż, tłumaczyć, nie tłumaczyć? Może nie. Nie mówię did you ever go? Because I'm talking about your experiences. Have you ever been to a rainforest? To a rainforest? Jeśli myślę jakiś tam konkretny. Znaczy się jakiś, ale jednak możliwy do wyboru. Oh, I'm glad that you write not yet. So that means that you plan to go there. Good. I also haven't been there, but I would really, really love to be there. For for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, of course, animals, creatures, plants. Reason number two, constant thunderstorms near, but it was all very cool. Maybe something will eat me. I don't care. And thunderstorms, rains. I like rain. The only thing I think I will hate about this is the humidity and the hotness, the warmness of the air, and so on. But okay, let's say, yeah, let's talk about this rainforest. Where do we have rainforest? Maybe Marek was somewhere in this zone, a tropical zone. Tropiki, strefa tropikalna, dwie zupełnie inne rzeczy w języku polskim, w języku angielskim, ale tropical zone, a zone, strefa, zone, between two tropics. And what is a tropic? Do you know? What is a tropic? Skąd się właśnie wzięły te nazwy, że mieszkam w tropikach albo tropikalna pogoda? What is a tropic? Let me see. Yeah, here we have our tropical zone of our planet, our world. Tropic. Do you know it? Any guesses? Any ideas? As usually, I can see your answers with a small, tiny, minute delay. Z lekkim opóźnieniem widzę ewentualne odpowiedzi, so don't worry if I insist on you speaking. Okay, what is a tropic or a tropical zone? If you don't know, then maybe yes, maybe this will help you. Oh, Ivana knows. All right. So I'm not disappointed. I'm very happy. But yes, but Ivana, change the play for others, change the fun between the tropics. So we have tropic number 1, tropic number 2, and the Tropic of Cancer. The same name, Tropic of Cancer, czyli zwrotnik raka. Capital letters, duże litery, Tropic of Cancer. This is the one on our hemisphere, czyli na naszej półkuli. On the northern hemisphere, półkula północna. The Tropic of Capricorn. Do you know? You must know it. Yeah, I'm sure you know it. Tropic of Capricorn, zwrotnik koziorożca. Koziorożec, Capricorn, unicorn. Może coś w tym jest. Tropic of Capricorn, koziorożca. And what is between them? What do we have between them? Right in the middle. What do we have right in the middle? Do you know what we have right in the middle? Tell me. What's in the middle? Mamy zwrotniki. Yes, the Tropic of Capricorn, which is this one. The Tropic of Cancer, which is this one. And in the middle, have you ever heard this name? What is this that goes in the middle? Yeah, very cool, very cool. In Polish, równik, of course, equator. Jest. Całość? No tak. Jasne. Całość w całości. W tym. To znaczy equator, czyli równik też jest w strefie międzyzwrotnikowej. Yes, very good. Very good. And now, why is it here? Why is it here? So here I'm referring to our it, czyli do tego. And this is an also introduction to maybe next week. Ekwador. Albo Ekwador też jako państwo. And we talked a lot about it this week, and we are going to talk a little next week, but about something completely different. But here we have, small introduction. Why is it here? So what do I mean? Do I mean the zone or equator, or do I mean rainforest? You never know. You never know unless I tell you. And I'm of course talking about rainforest. The rainforest. Why is it here? Dlaczego on tu jest? And this is a small explanation. Why we have rainforest in the middle belt of our planet? Solar radiation reaches the ground nearly vertically at noontime during almost entire year. Very cool words. Solar radiation. Promieniowanie słoneczne, tak? Or yes, solar radiation. Radiate, wypromieniowywać. Stąd that's why we have radiators, czyli odpromienniki ciepła albo grzejniki. Solar radiation, which is electromagnetic radiation, promieniowanie elektromagnetyczne, it reaches the ground almost nearly vertically. So not horizontally, but vertically. Albo vertically. Zależy co kto lubi. Vertically, czyli pionowo. At noontime, noon. At noon. we can say just at noon, w południe, during almost the entire year. W ciągu całego roku, the entire year. All right. So, almost every day, but in reality only twice a year. But yeah, almost every day we can see the sun, like in Poland, right above us. So it's directly above us, above our heads. And therefore, plants have a lot of sun energy to use, a lot of sun energy to use, a lot of, instead of very much, maybe, a lot of sun energy. Plants have a lot of sun energy to use. Rośliny, troszkę potłumaczę, na wszelki wypadek. Plants have a lot of sun energy. Rośliny mają bardzo dużo energii słonecznej do wykorzystania, to use. So, and so, and so, and so. And another cool characteristic is that water evaporates quickly. Quickly, szybko. And in huge quantities. In huge quantities. Large quantities or huge, immense, gigantic, ogromne. Water evaporates. Similar in Polish? No, but we sometimes use it. Evaporacja. So parowanie, po prostu water evaporates quickly and huge quantities. So we have forest, plants have a lot of sun, and we have rain because yes, water evaporates and it cools down and it falls down as a rain. So, I shouldn't have showed this. Where do we have rainforests? My question to you, tell me, Marek, where you said you were near, but it wasn't rainforest. So on which continent were you? Where was it? How close to a rainforest were you? In what country? In what continent? And all the other people who are here, do you know? Do you know any other continents? So yeah, this is the same continent, although Madagascar is an island. The same continent. What other continents do you know that have rainforests? Pytanie testowe z świata przyrody. What other continents do have rainforests? Czyli naprawdę mają. What continents do have rainforests? Oh yeah, I believe it's true. I mean, I know it's true. South America. Yes. Yes. South America. Yeah. America, South. Yeah. And Australia. Yes. And Africa, as we can see. And also southeastern Asia. So, all right, we have Africa. And we have, of course, America, South America. The biggest one, the biggest rainforest in the world. And of course, this part of the world. So, as part of the world, it would be Australia, ale również północno-wschodnia Azja, southeastern Asia. So, good. What else about rainforests? When you go there, you have to be careful, of course, as everywhere, probably. Layers. Here's something I like. Yes, pas albo strefa, co już też przed chwilą poznaliśmy, a zone on few different continents. Yes, very good. Layers of rainforest. Here's something I really like. I'd like to see one day layers, and we are going to. We are going from bottom to top. Similar layers in our European or Polish forests. Forest floor. This is mm, how you say forest floor, the lowest part of a forest. So in this picture, it would be this forest floor. Of course, this one is very steep, but here's what we mean: the lowest part of the forest, with ściółka and runo leśne in Polish. Forest floor. Podłoga leśna. Very nice name. What do we have then? Slightly higher. So it would be this. Yeah. In the middle of this picture. It's understory layer. Understory. In Polish, it would be podszyt. So small trees, some bushes, but not, and tree trunks, pnie drzew, tree trunks, without all those branches and leaves. All right, because this would be a canopy layer. Yes, so number 3 is this one, canopy layer. Yes, piętra leśne, very good. Of a rainforest, because in Poland we have just these. Można forest floor, you can divide forest floor to ściółka and runo, but it's not important. Canopy layer. Canopy layer, so all the layers of trees, the branches and the leaves of trees, and all the things that live in there. Czyli wszystkie rzeczy, które żyją w korony drzew. O, canopy layer, piętro korony drzew, canopy layer. And canopy, a cool word, because this also, how should I do it? Yes, this also, when you have a guy on a parachute, this is also a canopy. This is his canopy. So it's kopuła, czasza. And here the same canopy layer, kopuła, czasza z drzew. Very cool, I think. But we also have one more layer, something we don't have in Poland, in our European forests, like this one. Very tall trees, 70, 80 meters even. And emergent, when something emerges, it comes up. And here, and we also say in Polish, emergenty. About we don't have rainforests in Polish, but we can say in Poland, but we can say talk about them in Polish, and we call them exactly like here, emergenty. Czyli drzewa, które wyłaniają się ponad canopy layer, albo inaczej drzewa przestankowe, albo przystankowe. Przestankowe. All right. Some interesting facts about rainforests. We can say hundreds of thousands of interesting facts, but I chose 3. It rains almost every day in a typical rainforest. Typical, typowy, typical. Because what is a typical rainforest? As Marek said, he was close, but it wasn't rainforest. And rainforest is not, it takes some time and it takes some space to change from smaller trees to bigger trees, and we don't really know where a rainforest starts. But, well, a typical rainforest, it rains almost every day. Every day. What do you think about this? Is it good? Is it bad? What's your opinion about rain? What do you think about this? Would you like to live in a country where it rains almost every day? Also, I recommend you to see something like this. How do I write here? Oh, check this out. Yeah, like this. check this out. Also, not really rainforest, but very close to rainforest, Maracaibo storm. Maybe you've heard this. It's in South America. Maybe you've heard about this. This is a storm that can last almost every day. It lasts. It never ends, I would say. hmm Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh no. Yes. Check this out. Really interesting phenomenon. It rains every day. That's cool, but it doesn't. There doesn't have to be a storm. But here they have a never-ending storm. hmm Really, check this out. It's Friday. Maybe you have some free time. Check this out. Some documentary or some Wikipedia entry. Very interesting, fascinating. Maracaibo. hmm Over a lake of the same name. All right. So it rains almost every day in a typical rainforest. Bridger says it would be stuffy. It would be stuffy with water. Yeah, everything would be stuffy with water. I think it's possible, if that's, of course, what Bridger means. Uh, Here, a tiny fraction, a tiny percentage of our planet, only 5% of our planet, but at the same time, it's a home to 50% of all the species. Species, gatunki, albo gatunek. Może być tak, może być tak. Czyli tylko 5% pokrycia planety, a 50% wszystkich gatunków na świecie, które żyją właśnie in a rainforest. That's why we should protect it, probably. And also interesting fact, I believe it's not the biggest source of oxygen in the world. We say it's Amazon is the lungs of our planet. Is it really? Is it really? It's not the biggest source of oxygen. The biggest source of oxygen in the world is algae, glony, plankton roślinny, żyjący w morzu, w oceanach. So it's not. Yes, phytoplankton. Yeah, that's correct. But of course, it is very important. It is very important. Yeah. It's a good storage of carbon, that's for sure, because so many huge trees and so many different plant species need a lot of carbon. And as we know, carbon that builds up our trees and our plants comes from our atmosphere. Okay, and last two. Yeah, who lives there? Apart from all the animals, we can have some people there, of course. And I chose, I think, which one is. No, they are all interesting. They are all interesting. But here we have inhabitants of Africa. Here we have Yanomami, South America, and Papua New Guinea, or yeah, I believe so. The Huli, yeah, very cool nations, maybe tribes, and maybe some people from whom we can learn a little or a lot. And of course, they live in houses like this. This is an example, of course. Here we have some tourists, probably a very popular tourist attractions nowadays. Something that I would really recommend to see. All right, good. All right. So, pygmies, Yanomami, and the Huli. Good. So, this is it. Not really much about grammar, vocabulary, maybe a little about vocabulary, but yeah, forests. What happens in forests? What happens in this part of the world? Any questions, or should I answer some questions? Should I give you some answers, or should we just move on and enjoy our probably weekend or whatever you like? Good. Yes, that's the end. Thank you very much. And I will ask you Just two questions. Did you find this webinar useful? Something totally different than I believe normally, but that's why you have to decide. If you like something like that, maybe we'll do something similar in the future. If you don't like it, I will just forget about it. And you will forget about it. Cool. I believe here we are, ready, and this one. Would you like to take part in another webinar in the future? Yeah, we've got some answers. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Good. Cool. I'm glad. I'm glad. I also like to do it. I like doing two things at the same time. That's why I like watching documentaries in English. That's cool. That's cool. Yes. Good. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. Have some rest or whatever you like doing. And I hope to see you in the future next week. Next week, probably, because we never know what's going to happen. But I'll be ready. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And bye bye. Of course, I should, yeah, I recommend downloading, no, subscribing and liking Facebook and all the other stuff. And well, it was good. It was a pleasure to have you here. And now I'm going to ride my bike for 30 minutes and then I will work a little again. Thanks. Bye bye.